welcome back to the Whale channel. My name is Dee.
I'm Aoife and we are here today to do another ranking video.
We're doing another fun ranking video. You guys seem to really enjoy these. If you want to see our two previous videos, we'll pop it up in the top corner right now. We have a little playlist going on of our ranks.
Don't forget to head over to our Instagram today, which is @whale_pod_, where we will start to quiz you guys on who you think is the best to get to our best ever sidekick.
So we're gonna go, the way we do rankings is we have kind of some set rules for ourselves for sidekicks, because the dictionary of sidekick is just someone who works for someone a bit more powerful. That doesn't really work for what we want to do. So the rulings, which me and Aoife came up with together, is that it needs to be someone that is with a main Disney character but doesn't have their own storyline. So people like Ray won't be involved from Princess and the Frog. People like Sebastian won't be involved because Sebastian kind of has his own side story. So if your favorite isn't here, that's why, because there's too many.
So our first sidekick of the day to be ranked is Abu from Aladdin. I love Abu, but I also think that Abu is a crap sidekick because Abu just gets him in trouble.
As sidekicks go, I feel he doesn't help Aladdin in any way. Yes, Aladdin is able to ride in on him during Prince Ali.
Yeah, like that's pretty much the only thing he does, is that he can ride in on him in Prince Ali. But other than that, he kind of causes more trouble.
He's pretty sassy. I enjoy his sass, but
I think he's a D.
Really? I would have put him down as a C.
I would put him as a D because he's not a good monkey. Like, he steals. He, you know, gets him into trouble. He doesn't really help him a huge amount, and he kind of gives out to him, being like, you got us into this mess. What the hell, man?
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing bringing this female here?
He's not great, not great. Gonna go with D for Abu, agreed?
So yeah, Abu is going into tier D because meh. Fiero agrees.
Our next sidekicks is a pair. There is a few pairs in this because we feel that the characters need the other. It's Pascal and Max from Tangled.
Tangled is my favorite Disney princess movie, I would say. I'm fond of them. I feel like Max is very useful.
I think Max is a fairly decent sidekick, you know.
And Pascal is very protective, which I very much appreciate.
But has a bit of attitude.
He sees what you see in Flynn.
That he's trash.
Exactly.
But he has a bit of sass that gives him like a good kind of... I think it's really important for non-verbal characters to have a lot of personality. And both Pascal and Max have a huge amount of personality.
Pascal in particular. Like, why else would you want to eat earwax so freely?
I don't think they're quite S tier.
No, I would agree.
I'd go for an A. Possibly if there was an A-, I'd give them an A-. But definitely, yeah, I think they're an A class. Not quite good enough to be up there in S.
Let's put them as A.
Agreed. So our next pair of sidekicks, again, is Miko and Philk from Pocahontas. I hate that movie so much.
But the only thing about Pocahontas that's quite redeeming is Miko and Flick, if not more so Miko.
But are they that good, or is the movie just that bad?
He's a little raccoon who likes to eat all of the biscuits. Really, all the sidekicks give heart to Pocahontas.
It's the only place that Pocahontas gets heart. It's a terrible movie.
Not even Christian Bale can save it. Like, all the really fun moments that you're like, haha, so fun, is Percy in the bath, Miko eating biscuits, and just being like, what are you to John Smith?
Yeah, but is it just... I wouldn't say they're great sidekicks though either, because they are the best part of the movie, but the movie's so bad they seem a lot better than they are.
I think they're better than Abu.
I think I'd put them down about a C.
Yeah, so Miko, Flick and Percy are going into C. As much as they try to save the movie and have all the fun bits, they're not that powerful.
So our next sidekick is one on his own, but we are limiting it to the animated version of this character because this character didn't carry across into the live action a huge amount.
I don't know who this is, and I made like half of this list.
You made most of this list.
Who is this?
It's Iago from Aladdin.
Oh my...
Because Iago is a character in the animated version of Aladdin. Iago doesn't register as a character in the live action.
He's so bad in the live action, which is such a detriment.
So bad, which is so... It really is, because Iago is so funny. I love Iago.
This is my opinion of Iago. If you want to give me a standalone little animated short with Jeffrey Godfrey,
short series,
give it to me.
So much character. Funny comic relief when the Sultan is giving him the crackers and things like that, and he's doing like the parrot stereotype stuff.
A problem with your daughter.
And even like the physical comedy of getting stuck in the door.
But also has his person's back. He is 100% always there for Jafar.
1000%.
I like S. I personally think Iago's S.
Oh, I would 1000% agree that Iago is S.
He's so strong on his own.
Once we limit it to the animated.
Oh, obviously. Just because, you know, a parrot's gotten so big that he can destroy Agrabah. No.
And like the thing was, they actually did in the live action, Raja and Abu were done quite well. But Iago, they were just like, oh yeah, that lad.
It's like, well, it won't be as good as the original movie, so let's just make it a non-character.
It makes no sense. You did bad, Disney, on that one, okay? So our next pair of sidekicks, which is a duo from Beauty and the Beast, it is Lumiere and Cogsworth. We kind of saw Lumiere and Cogsworth as the Beast's sidekicks.
Lumiere and Cogsworth were kind of hard for us to put on this list because we didn't feel like they had enough of a backstory for themselves if we're taking the original Beauty and the Beast. So we're ignoring Human Again because that gives them a backstory. Human Again doesn't exist. We're just talking about them giving Belle food, then turning human.
I love them. I think they're brilliant. Be Our Guest is one of my all-time favorite Disney musical numbers, but I think they're a B.
Yes. Like, I love Jerry Orbach so hard, but like, it's a B? I feel like, you know, the wardrobe who's hiding with the baseball bat? I feel like he's an A, but Lumiere and Cogsworth are probably a B. I think they're both individually, we would have placed them both a B.
Yeah, I'd give them a B because I think they're a little bit too judgmental as well. And they kind of do things to help the Beast, but only if they're going to gain from it. There's no selflessness, which I think is important for a sidekick. So we go to B?
B. I feel like that's good. It feels good in my human heart.
And sticking with Beauty and the Beast, we have who we would class possibly more as Belle's sidekicks in Mrs. Potts and Chip.
I'm going to say something controversial.
Controversial? Okay.
See?
No, if we're taking the Human Again and the musical and stuff doesn't exist and you're just looking at that first animated movie, Mrs. Potts is on Belle's side. She wants her to be comfortable. She's a little bit funny and the comic relief first. And then you look at Chip, who's a little bit mischievous but trying to do the right thing, and he stows away in her bag to help her.
I forgot Chip did that because I was about to ask, what does Chip do?
But he does, and he's kind to her father, he's kind to her, and then he kind of sneaks into the bag to try and follow her to convince her to come back. But it's not to convince her to come back for the Beast, it's to convince her to come back because he'll miss her.
Yeah, like all well cute and stuff, I just feel like they don't do enough to be S tier.
I agree. I don't think they do enough to be S tier.
So to me, they're very much on the same breath. Lumiere and Cogsworth. As much as this is kind of boring, that Beauty and the Beast, I just think they're all B's.
See, it's hard because I can kind of agree that I don't see Mrs. Potts as being better than the two lads, but I do see Chip as better, which would make them an A for me.
I'll take your word for it at an A. I may have to rewatch Beauty and the Beast, the animated one, to see if my feelings on Chip change, but...
So, our next duo of sidekicks, and I will fight you on this one. I will fight you.
Oh, I don't think you'll have to fight me that hard.
Is Pain and Panic from Hercules. S tier, no question. There is no conversation needed.
Okay, there might be a fight. They're an A tier.
They're not. Would you watch an origin story of Pain and Panic and all the things they get up to in the underworld?
No, because I'd say they're probably just chilling back and watching YouTube and eating, drinking Mountain Dew and eating popcorn.
Thirsty?
Yeah. Why would you not want to watch that?
Why would I? Like, they're super fun and stuff, but A tier, I don't think they're amazing. I think they're bang on the same as Pascal and Max.
Nah, I think they're absolutely incredible. Can you imagine the things that they get up to? Don't forget, these are the lads who managed to not kill a baby. Imagine all the things that they did wrong that Hades gave them things for, trying to hide what they were doing.
Okay, maybe I would watch that movie of them just failing a lot, but I'm not wrong by thinking that there would be a solid half an hour of just them watching stuff.
Oh, and Hades coming in and being like, lads, I asked you to go pick up some souls, and they're like, I'm just watching this Trisha Paytas video. Can we go in like 20 minutes?
Huh? What? Oh. Okay.
I still wouldn't put them on an S though. I still wouldn't put them as an S. As fun as they are, no.
Yes!
No.
I don't get you sometimes.
I don't either. I'm going with my gut, and my gut says Pain and Panic, as much as I love them, are on the same breath as Max and Pascal.
So S tier.
You just have a hard on for feckin' Hades.
My dream is that we go to Not So Scary and dress up as Pain and Panic, and Sandra can be Hades. I want us to dress up as Pain and Panic.
Like, it's pretty much probably going to be our next costume when we go. It's going to be Pain and Panic.
There's no probably about it. It's going to be our next costume when we go. So they're an S tier. And our next ones are Heihei and Pua.
Okay, a solid D. Neither of them do anything.
Gonna say the only reference I have to them is that they are the tattoos on Tim Tracker's feet.
Oh my god. My reference is I have nieces and I prefer Heihei. I think Heihei's a lot of fun. Pua is a cute looking pig. They don't do anything. But yeah, I would put them down at a D, maybe even an E. I just don't see the point. Would that movie make any difference if neither of them were in it? No, it'd be the exact same movie. They would have less things to sell, so maybe an E.
Okay, so we'll pop them down as an E.
I was very passionate about that, way more than I realized I would be. Wow.
Okay, and we are back to Hercules for our next one in Pegasus.
See, this is the one I thought you'd want to fight me.
I would put Pegasus as possibly a B, maybe even a C.
That's my gut, but Pegasus does always have Herc's back, saves him when he needs to be. He does all the criteria of a good, solid sidekick.
But he doesn't have much of a personality in the movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do I care about him tons? No.
I think he was overshadowed by other characters in it that had stronger personalities.
You mean people that are just sitting at S tier for no other reason?
They have great personalities. They do though.
So yeah, I would say C. As cute as Pegasus is, he doesn't have a strong personality other than being with Hercules all the time.
The next Sidekicks, which is a group of sidekicks, is probably going to maybe end our friendship. We're heading over to Peter Pan and we're going to talk about the Lost Boys. Now for me, I'm gonna say it depends what version of Peter Pan that you're super familiar with. I'm familiar with them all, but let's say we just do the animated ones. I would put them in a C. I love them. They're incredible. They're amazing and they have my heart, but they're kind of a pain in the ass.
Can I meet you in the middle at D? Because I don't think they do anything other than be little bleep words, but I do really like seeing them in the Boo to You parade.
Well, can I ask something, right? Are we including Michael and John as Lost Boys? Or are we just talking about the rest of the lads?
We're talking about the rest of the lads, the little raccoon tail, and I'm only talking about the animated one. I am not talking about the Hook version because then they all go up a considerable amount. We're only doing the animated one and they are sitting firmly at a D because what do they do other than be little poops?
If we're not including John and Michael, I agree with D. If we were putting John and Michael in there, I would say that they're a C.
We can't include John and Michael because John and Michael have a storyline of their own.
This is true. So it has to just be the others. I then agree with D. Our next sidekick is possibly one that maybe wouldn't be as well known, and that is Kronk.
I'm telling you this now, right? If Pain and Panic are S, Kronk is S. Because you can't tell me anything that Patrick Warburton has voiced isn't up on S with his spinach puffs.
Dude, I'm not going to disagree with you on this one. And it's not you winning an argument. It's because it's actually true.
Yay! Kronk is just so good. Incompetent, fun, comic relief, always has his person's side, kind of was good enough to already have his own movie. He's already done it.
Yeah, like it's not really one that you'd argue with. It's one of those better sidekick characters that Disney have done. Kind of wish was represented more in the parks.
Oh my god.
Because that would be hilarious. A meet and greet with Kronk would be the funniest thing.
Aoife, I'm gonna bring it back. Imagine this, Disney, you can take this for free, okay? Boo to You parade, right?
Yes.
It's a float, but it just looks like Kronk is carrying Yzma on his back, you know, in the big tent. And it's just someone running around with a big Yzma, and it looks like it's Kronk. Give it to me. Just give me Kronk carrying Yzma on his back and running around like there's no tomorrow. All I want. Like, 50th anniversary is coming up. I think you have time to organize this for me. Personally, 2022, I want to see it.
That would be hilarious.
In summary, Kronk and Des.
Yes, there was no argument. The next one on the list is a duo again. Our last two are duos actually. And this is from The Little Mermaid. And it is Scuttle and Flounder. We're not including Sebastian, because Sebastian has his own story, let's be fair. Do I want to see a movie of Sebastian just cooking? Probably.
I thought you were going to say something else. I thought you were going to say, do I want to see a movie about Flounder? No. But would I watch a movie about Scuttle? Yes, I would.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't watch a movie about it. You'd watch a TV show. I don't think you could sit there for 2 hours looking at stuff about Scuttle.
No, maybe a really fun short before a movie about Scuttle just finding random stuff. Scuttle as a professor would be super fun.
Yeah, like I think that would be funny. Flounder's a bit boring to me. I was never a fan.
See, this is going to be a hard one because I think Scuttle carries Flounder in the fun. So they're going to have to balance themselves out. I would put Flounder down as an E and Scuttle up at a C. So I'm going to plop them at a D.
I would actually rank them higher than that. I would put them into a C because I think Scuttle is funny. I think you'd watch shorts about Scuttle.
I love Scuttle. Something about Scuttle speaks to my soul, so I'm happy to place them at a C.
Maybe it's me. I always felt that Flounder was a very young child. That was always the impression I got. So if you kind of went at it with Flounder a little bit older, he'd probably be funnier and more developed.
Yeah, we'll pop them at a C because Scuttle is fun.
Because Scuttle is so fun. He can make Flounder interesting. So we are on to our final sidekicks. It is a duo. It is from Toy Story. And it is Slinky Dog and Rex. And I'm going to say they're S. And that's the end of the video, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
I'm not going to fight you. I love Rex so much. Slinky Dog is so cool and chill.
Slinky Dog is the best ride ever.
You're obsessed with that ride so hard.
I love it. And we only went on it once. Yeah, Slinky Dog and Rex are S tier. I don't think there's any conversation. I think it's a perfect way to end the video with two just incredible characters.
So up to an S they go. Simple, bimples, boom, da-ba-doom.
We will insert here where our rankings were and see what you guys think. Did you agree? Did you not? Head over to our Instagram to play the game in our stories about who the greatest sidekick is ever. That will be up the day that this video goes live. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Pop on those notifications because there's more fun videos coming from us very soon.
And if you enjoyed this video, we have some in the series. Go watch them now. Well, you go watch them now and we're gonna see you on the other side. Right, Eva?
Bye!
Bye!